El Nino's all right. Yes, Fernando Tatis Jr. is hitting his stride as spring training winds down and we get ready for the 2023 season. We'll talk about that and more today on Padres Talkin' Padres. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Padres Talkin' Padres. My name is Jay, and with me, as always, is this SDSU fan to my right, left, Jack.
Go Aztecs! I'm doing great.
Oh, stage left, stage right.
Yeah.
Oh man, Jack, I gotta say, watching the World Baseball Classic's been a lot of fun. It was great seeing some of our star players in different countries' teams. And, you know, a lot of the Padre players did fantastic. But I got to admit, the thing I probably got most excited about was Tatis Jr. finding his swing and really starting to, you know, hit balls well. I think he's currently like 6-12, I believe, or his past 12 at bats, 6-12, including his first homer of the spring. And yesterday, which was Saturday, we had our first kind of full strength spring training game with Tatis in leadoff, Soto batting second, Machado third, Xander Bogaerts fourth, Jake Cronenworth fifth. I think Nelson Cruz sixth, and then was it Trent seventh, Kim eighth, and Campusano nine. Jack, it was a stacked lineup that could easily bounce back from an 0-5 hole there in that game against the Brewers. Jack, I mean, how you feeling about the season and where we're going here?
I'm feeling pretty good. I've had a good spring. I've watched some baseball, kept myself in shape. I've chugged a few beers. I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to enjoy a Padres season that should be a lot of fun.
It should be. I want to get my hopes up too much because, you know, the Dodgers have had a bunch of stacked teams and they didn't win a World Series, save for the Mickey Mouse World Series there. But still pretty exciting. And the thing that can truly kind of set this season on another level, if Fernando Tatis Jr. comes back acting like the Tatis Jr. we all know and love. He had himself an 0-16 start to the spring training season.
People were panicking.
I got to be honest, I was a little worried too. Were you worried, Jack?
No.
Not at all?
He hadn't played in over a year, right?
Yep.
Over a year, he had a broken wrist. He had the steroid. He had issues. Mm-hmm. And anytime you hurt something like your wrist, when you're swinging a bat, it doesn't feel good to hit the ball going 99 miles an hour. It hurts.
Yeah.
So I think it takes a while to get in the back of your mind. You got to be thinking too. Oh, is it 100%? Am I ready to go? Will it break again? Anyone that's hurt themselves, I should say, you obviously think about, okay, I don't want to break it again because it sucks. So I think it just took, and plus the timing, you know, it's different when you're doing batting practice opposed to live pitching. I mean, it's a completely different thing. So yeah, I wasn't too worried. Now if he'd been over 60, okay, now I'm having some issues. But they said he was hitting the ball hard.
Yeah.
It just wasn't finding a hole. And the kid's just got too much talent not to be the Fernando of old.
Well, yeah, and I think there's something too, at least that I kept in my mind as well, because, you know, I've watched or at least paid attention to every single Padre game that he's played in. And he goes through streaks like that. Like his swing must have like so many mechanics to just get right, to get that much velocity in the swing. Because he does go through stretches like that, a 0-16 stretch. I remember, you know, after he signed the big contract and he started out really slow. And and I'm like, oh my God. It's just like, it takes him, either he's feeling the pressure or whatever it is. He's got to get his swing right. It's not
everyone goes through a stretch where the ball looks like a beach ball coming up there, or looks like a marble. You know, you're for whatever reason you're not seeing the ball as well. Maybe you're jerking. Maybe you're turning your head too quick as the ball's coming in. You're not hitting it square on a round bat.
Yeah.
So it's hitting is. I mean, like I said, you're going to the best hitters fail 7 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
So it takes time, and Machado will go through slumps.
Mm-hmm.
Soto will go through slumps. The only thing with Soto, though, he will walk.
Yeah, he'll get on base.
So if he's not hitting the ball, he's going to walk. And he's had a great spring.
Woo.
And he had a great WBC.
WBC, he was both him and Machado. It's not their fault the Dominican Republic didn't advance for sure.
No,
because they were money.
No,
I'm just kind of shocked they were the only ones that were kind of really hot during that. With that kind of lineup, you had Julio Rodriguez, you had Rafael Devers. I mean, it was 1 through 9, an all-star team.
Again, it's hard. Remember, that's really just spring training. I mean, how you're just coming in and you're just flopping into because that's one of the complaints people had. They said, people they're not at their peak. Yeah. They're just getting, spring training is just to get yourself in shape. And I guess like it used to be, baseball players had to work. Back in the day, they had to work, had to get a real job, and then they couldn't. Now most players are in shape year round, but baseball shape, hitting the ball and all that other stuff is a completely different beast. So, I'm not worried about Tatis. I think he's going to be fine, and he's the key to the Padres, obviously.
Yeah. Yep. Do you like that? Did you like Melvin's order for the batting order? Would you have switched it around? Or at least we'll start with Tatis because that's what we're talking about here. Do you put him at the 1 spot always?
He's the guy with the speed, so I put him at the top.
Yeah,
and I think plus also Soto's a great number 2 because he'll take pitches, and if you want to send Tatis, even though he's not a 60, 70 stolen base guy, but he will run
with those bases, maybe.
With bases even closer. They just have to stride and they're there. But I like Tatis leading off.
Yeah, I think it's really good there.
We said it all last year. He's our Mookie Betts.
Yeah. Yep. He's the guy that will mess with the pitcher's head behind, just kind of dancing around, moving like he's. And it's not like we don't have other people that could fill in that spot well, but I think for sure that's his spot. 1 through 4, any order probably works, right? What's your thoughts on the 5, 6, 7, 8?
I have no problem with it. I like Cronenworth at 5. You
like Cronenworth?
Cronenworth could even be your number 3 hitter, but I understand you want to have the top 3 will get the most at bats.
Exactly.
Statistically. Yep. So you want to have Fernando, Soto and Machado getting the most at bats, but you could flip flop Bogarts and Cronenworth depending if there's a left-handed, right-handed pitcher.
Yeah.
Grisham, I think, is going to have a solid year.
I think so too. He's had a great spring.
I don't think he's going to hit a lot for average, but I think he'll drive in a lot of runs. He'll hit for power, and power. He'll hit 25 homers, which is with his defense.
Yeah,
that's just gravy. And then having Carpenter and Cruz.
Yep.
And who am I forgetting? Kim.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can even put Kim.
Had a great WBC and spring training too.
4
home runs. Kim had 4 home runs, the most home runs in the WBC.
He had 2 in 1 game.
Yeah, and a grand slam.
Yeah. So again, any offense you get from Kim, again, I hate to keep using the term gravy because it's just you don't expect him to be the guy but he's going to play great defense. He said he's working well with Bogarts. It's up the middle. Again, this team defensively is loaded.
Oh, you can tell Tatis is still learning the field because he overruns. His routes aren't very clean, but he's such a great athlete. He can compensate for it and he figures it out.
The hard thing about switching from infield to outfield, I always said, was because infield you're taught to charge the ball, move in, and unless of course it's hit behind you, you have to go back hit. But infield, you're always charge the ball. Mm-hmm. Outfield, you kind of got to judge it first. Read it, and then because that was always my issue because I always played infield. Then when they put me in the outfield, I'd be like, take a step in. Oh wait, got to turn around and run backwards because I made that first initial instinct. So it's going to take him time to get comfortable. Okay, where's the ball going? He has the speed. He has the athleticism to make the great catches and to catch up. It's just going to take time. People need to relax. He's going to make some mistakes out there.
Yes, 100%. But in the game that Milwaukee Brewers game on Saturday. Did you see the play where he like rifled in the throw from deep right field into home plate and prevented a run from scoring?
I did not see that, but that's what I've been
saying.
It
was like a one hopper like right in front of the plate to Campusano. It was a rope.
I said that's what's going to. I think we talked about it earlier. I said that's what's going to make him even better, because people are not going to take. If you're, okay, I'm going to stretch this into a double. Oh, Tatis is out there. Nope.
Yep.
I'm around third and go for home. Nope. So having a strong arm in right field is a big deal.
Well, you want your strongest arm in right field, right? Because you got to make your throws to third, to home.
Right. Exactly.
And he has the arm strength for it. I think if there was anything that maybe held him back, was probably Hosmer being at first that held him back at shortstop. But yeah, no, he has the cannon for it. So yeah, I think on the whole, if there were any concerns with Tatis this spring, he has quelled those for me. He had 2 hits in yesterday's game, played a good right field, scored.
He had a home run too. He had a home run, right?
He had a home run on Friday. That was his first home run. That was against the Mariners. He had 2 hits in RBI yesterday.
Okay, that's
but yeah, looking really, really good. All right. That will do it for this episode of Padres Talkin' Padres. Jack, we're like a week away, thereabouts, 10 days, something like that. I don't know.
10 days, yes.
We're close to opening day against those Colorado Rockies. Expectations are through the roof. It's the hope that'll kill you, so I'm not putting too much hope yet, but I am excited. Good luck to the San Diego State Aztecs. Kick some Alabama butt.
Yep.
And until next time, hasta luego. And goodbye. Take care, everybody.
Arrivederci.